So these cranial webinars started, I don't know when, maybe about nearly, well, at least 9 months ago. And I wanted to show a new vision for the kind of cranial sacral system, or the cranial fluid, which I call the cranial sea. And I feel like I've done that now. The last webinar we did kind of gave a cover for it. So I think that the project hasn't finished, because we're going to look at the different energies and the different brain cells and their energies and how it relates through the system. But that basic mission to show how I see that system is done now. And all of the webinars, all the webinar recordings are free of charge. And I've put the link there, so if anybody wants to view those, you can. And it's not just for cranial people, everybody. It will give you an anatomy of your central nervous system and whole nervous system that is holistic. And for me, it's true. For me, what is shown in the books is not true and is not possible to be true. And I've outlined that. I've written picture stories, which are there as well, which show that it can't work in that way, and that viewing it in the way it's viewed in the anatomy books undermines our ability for viewing inside the brain, through the brain cells, through the whole nervous system. Now, I can't say 100% the way I've described it is true, but the way I've described it does fit with science. It is scientific. Everything written there is true to science. I've just put it together in a way where it makes sense, and in a way where you can visualize that whole system. And that is important, because that system is our highest system. That system is closest to God. I keep using the God word. I mean, creator. I don't think as kind of a Christian God or a Hindu God, or it's, for me, it's just, you know, whatever that is, or the creator. It's that system, it's the brain, it's the central nervous system that really is primarily receiving those energies into it. And then that is getting downloaded and traveling out through your whole system. So those are all there. If you wish to view them step by step, I take you through the anatomy. And I think it's good to actually learn anatomy. That is the anatomy I wished I'd had on my cranial training. It would have made everything a lot easier. But that is there for everyone. And for me, anatomy is our internal sacred geometry. And if you know what something looks like inside, then it makes it a lot easier to visualize. If you don't know what something's like, it's hard to have a visualization of it. But if you know what's going on there, if you know the different areas, you know about the cranial sea, it gives you something to view. And then after a while, you start off with an external image to look at. And then after a while, you start just coming to your own interpretation of that, or inner quality of that. But you've got to start from somewhere. But anyway, that job is done now. I can leave that job behind, and you won't have to listen to so much anatomy with the cranial webinars anymore, because it's kind of done. That anatomy is now done. and finished. And hopefully that will be a resource for everyone, cranial or not, for however long YouTube lasts for, really.